Morning, it's Julie Rothel here. Um, I said I would come on each morning this week at 11 a.m. and talk a little bit more about my art or things relating to art. So it's Wednesday, 26th, maybe, I don't know, of May. Yes, so I had some colour requests. So at the start of the week, we talked through some turquoise paintings. Yesterday we talked through some pinks and purples. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different and just talk about people's reactions to art, in some of my personal experiences that I've had people tell me about or I've experienced myself, with others. So I think very often artwork is just a painting on a wall, and sometimes they're quite mass produced, and they don't kind of, they just blend into the background and you don't see them. But when you get a really special piece that really, really relates to you, it can really, really bring up some amazing, strong emotions in people. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about that. So in fact, we've had a really big house redesign here. I'll talk about two personal ones this week that happened recently in my house here. So my husband and my son both commented. We finally got some artwork up on the walls. What we had in the house previously didn't work with the new design of the house. So I've got all these pieces of work. I can't get rid of them because I love them so much. We've collected them over the years. But actually, since moving my studio home, I've got all my artwork here at home now. So I've actually been putting that up on the walls instead. Saves me storing it in here in my storage cabinet all along here. Saves me storing it there, and it's actually really nice to. It's really nice to have them actually on the walls and see them. Anyhow, we'll put two pieces on the landing recently, and my husband's actually walking up the stairs and he's just like, those pieces look like they've been there forever. They're really, really good. And he never comments on anything really like that. It's just, it's a piece of artwork to him. But it was really good to get that reaction. And actually 2 mornings on the trot, he actually commented on the pair of them both times. And then another piece I put into the cloakroom, and my son went to down to the cloakroom, and he came back and went, Mum, that piece of artwork looks really good there. I think the colours blend in with the wall colour, and I just think all of it is just really tight. It really works really nicely. And again, for my son to actually even notice that there was some artwork on the wall and get that comment was it made me smile, and made me it just stopped and made me realise that actually they do notice what's on the walls and what's around. And that kind of then came on. So I've had a lot of conversations with people about this subject actually. Hello, hi Rose, hello. Yeah, so I was talking, and you're out and about and people are always saying, oh, how's the art going, la la la. And the amount of people that really want to share their experiences of buying their artwork with you. And I was talking to a chap in the local pub, and he was just saying how he'd seen this piece in a gallery, and he just saw them with 2 pieces up there, and he absolutely loved them, and he bought them, and he's got them home, and they're up there, and they're just, and the animation and the way that came across, it was amazing. Talking to some online ladies the other day, and one of them was telling us about how she absolutely loves these particular pieces of artwork. She moved home, she wouldn't entrust them with the moving people. She carried them in the back of her car just to make sure that they were so special to her and held such a strong emotion to her. And I just thought it was quite interesting, really, how art can bring up that level of emotion in people. So I don't know. I just thought I'd talk about that today. So if you've got similar experiences, then feel free to share them in the comments. Where you've bought your favourite pieces, or do you have that same emotional connection to your art pieces? And do you tend to go out to galleries and studios or individual artists' places and get that something special, or are you more of a pop down to the local high street and see what's there. But in my experience, I just find that things. This is my personal experience, and it's not to diss anybody that likes the other styles. This is just me. But I do like that one thing that is completely unique, that it isn't mass produced. And I do find that as I go out and I look around, you often see the same style of artworks regularly. If you go to a lot of the big kind of galleries, and not all of them, there are some real exceptions, and I've got particular ones that I go back to regularly. I love them. But yeah, I do find that can be it's just finding something different. So anyhow, there we go. So I just thought I'd briefly mention a little bit about some of the emotions and the stories that people share and bring up that they love about their artwork. So yeah, if you've got any you want to share, feel free to do so in the comments, and I'll come back and look later. Hang on, what's Rose saying? I really love the turquoise one with the butterfly and gold you did for me. It just sings. There we go. That's exactly what it's all about. It's having something that you really connect with, that you absolutely love. And yeah, you get attached to them. You do. You really do get attached to them. And what will work for one person will not work for somebody else. So, you know, it's a case of finding what it is that speaks to you. Anyhow, I'm here. I'm working on a piece at the moment. I've got my hot plate down here. I'm going to give you a really quick peek. That's it. That's all you're allowed to see for now. That's the current piece that I'm working on. She is coming together. I've got still got some tweaks to do. This is for the transatlantic fusing project that I'm working on. So she's not for sale, but she's under wraps for the time being. But I'm loving how she's coming together. Yeah, it's good. So yes, again, all painted with hot wax. So if you've never seen, it's called encaustic wax painting. If you've never seen encaustic wax painting before, where you paint with hot molten beeswax, I melt with my hot plate. Yeah, you get when that's molten. I've got my hot air gun here, and I've got my iron, my stylus, all sorts of different tools that I paint with, and yes, it's beautiful medium to work with. So if you've never seen it before, check out you can look at my photos. There's lots of pictures around, or go to my website artyheaven.com and have a little look. So hello Lee, lovely to see you. What's Rose saying? I see a face in that one. Well, there is a face in that one. It's a deliberate face in that one, not a non-deliberate one. So yes, I'll give you another very, very, very quick peek. Where are we? There we go. Can't see any more than that. That's the sneak peek. But there is a definite deliberate face in that one, whereas some of the other ones are inadvertent faces and what have you. So hello Lee, hola. Thanks for jumping on. I'm just wrapping up. I've just been talking about the effect art has on people, and the emotions it brings up, and the stories that people love to tell. About how they acquired their artwork, or where they first saw their favourite piece, or a gallery they went to that the piece really touched them, and just some of the emotions that come up with it. So anyway, I'm going to keep these all really short, so I don't want to sort of take hours and hours of people's days. But as I say, I'm coming on every morning at 11 o'clock this week, just to talk about my art, show you pieces or glimpses up close, and yeah, catch the replay, Lee. Yeah, I won't repeat it all. I'm on Radio Decorum, a repeat of an interview I did tonight at 7 p.m. So if anybody happens to tune into that, you'll hear me talking with Leslie Tate about all things encaustic wax. It was a really nice interview, actually. We did it in December 2019, but because they still can't have people in the studio, they're replaying them. So that's on this evening. So I'm working on this project with something else. Friday, 3 p.m, I believe it is. I'm jumping on with some of the Blooms girls, and we're going to be talking about our next Blooms exhibition, which is coming up in June 18th and 19th, something like that. So anyway, 3 o'clock on Friday, we will all be having a good old chinwag about that and explaining more. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Anyway, thank you so much for jumping on. Lovely to see you, Lee, too. And yeah, we'll catch up with you all soon. Take care. Bye.